Welcome to Lassen Volcanic National Park in Northern California. This footage was recorded on July 16th, 2021, and I wanted to include it in this series that I'm doing from this trip to California because I want to document the condition of the park. This was done just 19 days prior to when the Dixie Fire entered the park. You can see the white smoke in the upper right there in the sky. The fire started some distance to the south on July 13th. It entered the park on August 5th, and it burned 73,000 acres within the park. The fire overall burned until October 25th. That was when they finally got it 100% contained, and it ultimately burned 963,000 acres in Northern California. The suppression effort was the most expensive in the history of the United States at a cost of over $637 million. It was also the largest fire of 2021, and it's the first fire, from what I read, it's the first fire that is known to have burned across the crest of the Sierra Nevada. I'm sure it's happened before prior to records, but it's the first one they have on record that did that. The town of Chester, where I had lunch right after this ride, is a neat mountain town. It's also a midpoint on the Pacific Crest Trail, so you see a lot of thru hikers there. There were extensive efforts to save the town of Chester, and they did manage to save it, so that was a good thing. Had to cut down a lot of trees and take some other measures. There was a lot of other major damage in the region, but it was a good thing that they were able to save the town of Chester. As far as the park itself goes, it's a great place to visit. It has thermal features similar to Yellowstone. The landscape is a little bit different. It's its own park, but a lot fewer crowds. Here's one of those thermal features right here on the left with the steam coming out of the ditch. There's a number of those, and it's really cool to check out. But the park has its own unique personality, like they all do, and it's just not crowded like Yellowstone or like a lot of the other parks. Unless you're a national park enthusiast, most people really don't talk about it a whole lot. So it's a great place to stop in. And as far as motorcycling goes, the area to the west of here, like between here and Eureka, has on the coast just incredible riding, the kind of stuff that dreams are made of. Routes 299, 3, and 36, those are all great roads, and I would encourage anyone to check them out. The final video in this California trip series that'll be coming up is from Great Basin National Park. We're going to descend from Wheeler Peak in that one, so I'm looking forward to getting that posted for everyone in order to complete the series. But at any rate, I'll quit talking here and let you enjoy the ride. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay to go through? Oh, okay. Thanks.